Well, Rishi Sunak, Dishy Rishi as he's otherwise known, has turned round and said that we should all be allowed to go back to the office, or these big companies in London and everywhere else face manpower shortages by the thousands because we'll all quit. I do have to wonder, dear Rishi Sunak, our beloved Chancellor, what planet you are actually from. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are now fast approaching 200 subscribers. I am overwhelmed with joy at that. Thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, please, I'd ask you to subscribe. You can do that by hitting the button underneath, the link in the description, and also hit the like button as well. Thank you very much. Well, dear Rishi Sunak, what have you said now? Go back to work. Let them go back to work, or let all quit. I do wonder what planet he is on. I listened to Jim Davison the other day, and he likened Rishi Sunak to somebody out of Star Trek from the planet Vulcan because of his ears. So for the duration of this video, let's assume he's from the planet Vulcan. Richie, I think you might have got this whole thing a bit back to front. You see, if you're in certain industries like IT, accountancy, finance, certain medical professions and all sorts of things like that, it's very well known that the big money is in the city. Now, there's a lot of stress involved going into the city and a lot of expense. Thousands of pounds a year on season tickets for trains and all that sort of thing. We've been asked to work from home for months and months and months and months. When we're at home, we don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go into the city. We don't get home at 9 o'clock at night and have to go to bed immediately because we're so knackered. And we are generally more productive because we are in our own home environment. And not only that, we get to know our wives, our children, and we're able to do things in our spare time that we haven't done so before. In other words, life has very much improved for a lot of people. I actually know people that this applies to. Having worked in the city myself, it's not something I relished very much, and I'm not alone in thinking that. See, the problem is with your Common Garden Conservative MP or Conservative politician, a lot of them are capitalists. They have their fingers in a lot of pies to make them as much money as they possibly can on a regular basis. One of the best investments is property. And when you have property and you put businesses in there, particularly commercial property, you make thousands and thousands of pounds every year. And if businesses decide all of a sudden they don't want these offices, they want to cut the costs because their staff are happier working from home, that is what they'll do. Now, all Rishi Sunak's statement has proved to, show is that these capitalists are panicking and flapping that they're going to lose thousands of quid every year because of their reaction to the COVID-19 pandemic. And they're going to realise there's going to be a lot of changes they're not going to like very much at the end of the day. So, Rishi Sunak, I think, as I said, you might have got it backwards. Carry on.